Good morning, children. In our previous class, we have learned about whole numbers and properties of addition and subtraction of whole numbers. Today we are going to learn about properties of multiplication and division of whole numbers. The first property is again closure property. According to closure property of multiplication of whole numbers, if two whole numbers are multiplied, the product is also a whole number. Let A, B and C are three whole numbers. So when you multiply any two of these whole numbers, that is A into B, product is C, which is also a whole number. For example, 6 and 5. 6 and 5 both are whole numbers. When you multiply them, product is 30, which is again a whole number. Closure property is not applicable on division of whole numbers. You can see the example 3 divided by 6, which is equals to half, which is a fraction, or is equals to 0.5, which is a decimal. It's not a whole number. Or 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, which is again in fraction, that is 2.5. This indicates that closure property is not applicable on division of whole numbers. The next property is called commutative property of multiplication of whole numbers. According to this property, two numbers can be multiplied in any order, the product will remain the same. For example, 4 into 3 is equals to 3 into 4, which is equals to 12. Or you can say that A into B is equals to B into A, where A and B both are whole numbers. Look at another example. In this example, you can see some number of apples. They have to be multiplied. So, there in the first representation, you can see that there are two columns in 6 rows. So, 2 into 6 will give you 12. In the second representation, you can see that there are 6 columns into 2 rows. 6 into 2 will also give you 12. Another example, there are 2 balloons multiplied to 3 balloons, which will give you 6 balloons. Or if you will multiply 3 balloons by 2 balloons, again the product is 6 balloons only. Commutative property is not applicable on division of whole numbers. For example, when you will divide 4 by 2, answer is 2. But when you divide 2 by 4, answer is half, that is 0.5. The next property is called associative property of multiplication of whole numbers. According to this property, in the multiplication of whole numbers, the product does not change even if the grouping is chain. Consider an example. There are 3 whole numbers A, B and C. We have to multiply them. To multiply them, we can group any 2 whole numbers first. In the first representation, you can see B and C is grouped first. It means B and C will be multiplied first, and to the product A will be multiplied. In the second representation, you can see A and B is grouped first. So A and B will be multiplied first, and to the product we will multiply C. According to associative property of multiplication of whole numbers, both the products should remain same. Let us consider an example. There are 3 whole numbers 3, 4 and 5. We have to multiply them. Since these are 3 whole numbers, so we have to group them for multiplication. In the first representation, we have grouped 3 and 4 first. 3 fours is 12. Then 12 will be multiplied by 5. 12 into 5 will give you 60. In the second representation, we are multiplying 4 and 5 first. 4 into 5 will give you 20. 20 will be multiplied to 3, that will give again 60. It means that you can multiply any two numbers first, product will remain the same. You can see one more visual representation of associative property. Here, the sum is 3 into 2 into 2. That can be paired in two different ways. Either you can multiply 3 into 2 first and to the product you can multiply 2, or you can multiply 2 into 2 first and to the product you can multiply 3. In the first representation, 3 into 2, you can see, children, that there is a big rectangle in which there are 3 columns and 2 rows, which is shown by the blue box. But there should be 2 such boxes, so the same representation is shown by a red box. In the blue box, there are total 6 rectangles. Again, in the red box, there are 6 rectangles. 6 plus 6 will give you 12. In the second representation, we have to represent 2 into 2. So, in the first box, that is the blue box, you can see that there are 2 rows and 2 columns. 2 into 2 will give you 4. And this is to be multiplied by 3. It means there should be 3 such boxes. So, you can see that 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 3 times 4, is also giving you 12. This means that whether you multiply 3 and 2 first or you multiply 2 or 2 first, product will remain the same. Associative property is not applicable on division of whole numbers. To understand this, let us consider an example. Suppose there are 3 numbers 20, 5 and 100. You have to divide them. You can divide in any order, so let us try to do this. First we are dividing 100 by 20. 100 divided by 20 will give you 5. Now 5 will be divided by 5, which will give you 1. Another way of doing this, first pair 20 and 5. So 20 divided by 5 will give you 4. 100 divided by 4 will give you 25. 1 is not equal to 25. It means associative property is not applicable on division of whole numbers. The next property is called multiplicative identity or identity property of multiplication. Imagine a number which should be multiplied to a whole number so that that whole number remain itself. Yes, that whole number is 1. When we multiply any number by 1, product is the number itself. It means 1 is the multiplicative identity. So, when you multiply 1 by A, product is A, where A is any whole number. There are some more properties of 0. The first property says when any whole number is multiplied by 0, product is 0. Let Z is a whole number. So Z into 0 is of course 0. If 0 is divided by any whole number, result is always 0. For example, 0 divided by 3 will give you 0 only. The next property says that division of a whole number by 0 is meaningless, which is not allowed. Let us try to solve some question based on these properties. Look at the first question. Here you have to solve using property, and you can see that in the question 3 whole numbers are to be multiplied. The first number is 1379, second is 25, and third one is 4. According to associative property of multiplication of whole numbers, we can multiply any two numbers first. But if we will try to do some smart work, we know that 25 into 4 is 100. So, we are pairing 25 and 4 first, which will give us 100, and 100 multiplied by any number, we just have to add 2 zeros in the given number. So, 379 into 100 will give you 37,900. Look at the second example. Here the numbers are 89, 125 and 8. If we will pair 125 and 8 first, it will give you 1000. And when you multiply any number by 1000, you just have to add 3 zeros to the given number. That will make 89,000. So see children, if we are applying properties, the calculation becomes much easier. Let us consider some more questions. The next question says, find the product using associative property of multiplication. Here again, 2518 has to be multiplied by 4 and 25. Again 4 and 25 is paired. 4 into 25 will give you 100. And when you multiply this to 2518, you will get 2,51,800. The second question is, now children, in the second question you can see that there are 4 whole numbers, but the property still can be applied. Here we have 50 into 8 into 4 into 250. When we pair 50 into 8 first, it will give you 400. And 4 into 250 when you multiply will give you 1000. And when you multiply 400 into 1000, answer is 4 lakh. See, this is such a long calculation, but properties helps you to do these calculations easily. So children, there are many such questions of these kind given in your book. Please try to solve these questions, and to help you, of course, I am going to share the solution of the entire exercise in your class groups. Thank you.